Hello and welcome. This is Bijan Hushiar.
In this video, I'm going to demonstrate a role-based command limitation. In order to do that, you first need to create a root view and log in with that root view and create other views and add commands to those views. For example, in here, you'll notice that I have created 6 different views and I've added show interfaces to view 1, configure terminal and show IP route to view 2, and some other commands to other views. So these are considered command line interface views. When a user with the credential of the view 1 accesses the router, that user is going to have access to show interfaces in the privilege mode and not any other show commands and some other limited commands that are available in the privilege mode. It is also possible to combine any of those views that you create together and create superviews, which is the topic for another video. In order to start this process, I have to make sure that I access the router's command line interface, rename it, and enable accounting, enable AAA, which stands for authentication, authorization, and accounting. With this command, AAA space new mod. Then I'm going to assign a password, in this case a secret, to the privilege mode, copy the configuration from the running config to startup config, and then exit to user mode and access the privilege mode using the credential of the root that I just created, root view that I just created. Let's go ahead and do this on the router. I'm going to access the command line interface of the router by clicking on that console PC, clicking on the desktop, clicking on the terminal, accepting these settings, saying OK, and then in here saying no to access the router. I'm in the user mode of the router. I type enable to access the privilege mode, and then I'm going to access global configuration mode by typing configure terminal, conft, and rename the router host name R1. And then I'm going to activate AAA by typing AAA space new dash model in global configuration mode. Press enter. And then I'm going to copy all these configurations from running config to a startup config. I have to be in privilege mode to do that. I can type end to access privilege mode and then copy, run, start. The root view is created. I didn't assign a password to the privilege mode. Let's go back to the global configuration mode and assign a password to the privilege mode. The password that I want to assign is actually a secret, and I'm going to make it sec15-pass. So let me go ahead and do that. We should have done that in the first step, but it doesn't matter. Now, press enter. Again, copy the content of running config to the startup config. Do copy, run, start. Did I spell everything correctly? Yes. Okay. And I'm going to exit. to the user mode. Now I'm going to log back in with the credential for the root view that I just created. In order to do that, I have to type enable view and then root because I want to access the router with the credential for the root view. As soon as I type enable view, the name of the view, which is root, I'm going to be prompted for the password. I need to type the password that I just created, sec15-pass. Now I am in the router with the root view credentials. And now I can start creating other views. In order to do that, I have to be in global configuration mode, configure terminal. It will take me to global configuration mode. The command is parser view. That's the command. I think I misspelled something in here. Let me correct that. Parser. Parser view. And then what is the name of the view that I want to create? I'm going to create a view named view1. Okay, so the command is parser space view. Those are part of the command. Then after that, anything that you want to name that view, view1. I am not spelling everything correctly today, right? View1. View1 is created, and as you notice, my prompt is changed to config-view. I have to provide a secret for this view. The command is secret, whatever secret that you want to assign to this view. I'm going to make it sec1 dash pass. So I have created view1 and I have created a secret to access it. Now I need to add commands to it. In order to add commands to this view, I type command. And then after that, depending on the commands for which mode of the router, I have to put a keyword. The keywords could be exec for commands related to privilege mode, configure for adding commands related to global configuration mode. It could be line if you want to add commands related to line mode, or it could be router if you want to add commands for the router. I want to add commands for privilege mode, so I type exec. And after that, I have to type include. So what command in the privilege mode do I want to include for this particular view? Show running config. So I type show space running dash config. Let's double check to make sure I have spelled everything correctly. Running config, very good. Press enter. That command is added. This view is created. I'm going to exit. I'm going to create another view. I'm not going to type. I'm going to see if router remembers the commands. Yes, parser view view1. I just make it view2. Enter. View2 is created. Now I'm going to create a secret for this view. I'm not going to type it. I'm going to see if the router remembers the previous command. Yes, it does. I'm going to make view2 secret sec2 dash pass, and then I'm going to add commands to this particular view. I want to add show interfaces. So the command would be command exec include show interfaces. That's it. I'm going to exit. I'm going to create another view, call it view 3. I'm going to create a secret for it. I'm going to make that secret sec3 dash pass, and I'm going to add commands to it. I want to add commands related to global configuration mode, okay? And configure terminal for privilege mode. So the first command that I add is this one. Which means I am including configure terminal to the privilege mode of the user who accesses the router with the view 3 credential. This user now can perform configure terminal to go from privilege mode to global configuration mode. But there is not much that the user can do in global configuration mode unless I add commands related to global configuration mode. I'm going to add this command. The meaning of this command is this. When the user is in global configuration mode, the user can perform all commands related to interfaces. For example, interface G00 to access the G00 of that router. Without this second command that I just typed or pasted over here, the user could have accessed the global configuration mode, but could only perform do and exit. There was no other commands available by default. Now I'm adding ability to access interfaces of the router to that view. Exit, exit. I'm going to copy running config to a startup config. Copy, run, start. Did I spell everything correctly? Yes. And then I'm going to check those views. I'm going to exit. First, I'm going to access view 1. The command is enable view 1. No space, view 1. What is the password? sec1 dash pass. I'm in view 1. What commands are available to me now? Disable, enable, exit, logout, show. It says show running system information. This is always like that for show commands. In order to know which show commands you have access to at this point, you have to perform show space question mark. Only show running config. Let me see if I can perform that. Show run. I'm sorry. Show run. Show run. Here we go. I can perform that. Can I perform other show commands such as show interfaces? Let's try that. Show interfaces. I'm not able to do that. Can I display content of the routing table by performing show IP route? No, I cannot do that. I am only limited to show running config when I log in to the router using view 1 credentials. So let me exit and log back in with the with the view 2 credential. So I go enable view 2. Did I spell everything correctly? Seems like it. I'm going to be prompted for the secret for this view, which was sec2 dash pass. I am accessing the router using view 2 credential. Let's see what commands are available. Disable, enable, exit, log out, show. It still says show running system. But as I mentioned, this does not indicate exactly which show commands are available to you. Just go ahead and type show space question mark show interfaces is available. Can I perform that? Show interfaces. Yes, I can perform that. Can I perform show running config? Let's try it. Show run. No, I cannot. I'm limited to just show interfaces under view 2. Let's exit and examine view 3, access to router view 3. So we go enable view 3. Okay, everything is spelled correctly. I'm going to prompt it for the secret or password. The password or the secret was sec3 pass. I am accessing the router view 3, and let's see what commands are available to me. How? Configure is available to me. No show commands is available to me right now. Let's see if I can perform configure terminal. Conft. Yes, I can. I access the global configuration mode. Let's see what commands are available to me. Very limited commands. Do, end, and exit by default. But fortunately, I added interface, all interfaces to this mode. So let me see if I can access the G00 of this router by typing interface G00. Yes, I can access it. What commands are available to me? All the interfaces commands are available to me. I can even assign IP address to this interface, both IPv4 and IPv6. I can perform no shot, so I can configure any of those interfaces or troubleshoot interfaces after router. Very good. Let's go ahead and exit one more time. Let's log in as the root and enable view root. The secret for this one was sec15 pass, and let's see what commands are available to me. Everything. Let's see what show commands are available to me. Everything. Okay, now you can see the difference between these different views that we created when it comes to limiting command availability to junior admins.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video and you found it informative, please don't forget to recommend it to others who may be interested. Thank you.